Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So, looks like we're already at the end of a month and we're doing another book wrap up. I got 3 books finished this month, well, nearly, but I've got like 2 days till the end of the month from when I'm filming this, so I may get my last book finished, but who knows. The first book I finished was the final story in the Wizard of Oz bind up. I'm not going to go too much into this because in my previous one I had finished the first 2 and I was literally just at the end of the last one, and so yeah, I pretty much got this done very quickly. Like I've said before, these are just a really nice, quick, easy read, which is just like a great in-between book to pick up when I don't want to read anything too heavy, and it's just quite a nice, just easy kind of simple, cleanse my mind kind of read before I read something else. The big read that I finished this month was Hero at the Fall. So if any of you have caught my book review on this, oh my goodness, the final story. It was so brilliant. Tears were shed. I was on a very busy train. It was very embarrassing, but it happened. I accepted it. This story was amazing. This takes place with Armani kind of taking charge of the rebellion, trying to save the other members who've been imprisoned by the Sultan, just trying to escape the Sultan, and kind of just going from one situation to the other, trying to survive, trying to find a way to win a war when it is hands down just not in their favour. This story was brilliant. Everything just really came together, all that folklore of the land, all the Demjis and the Jinns, all that story, all that, just everything just really came together just really amazingly in this book. Like I said in my book review, I would love her to pick up a series based on the Albish sort of mythology, because obviously they have their own version of it, but I would just like to sort of hear it from that side, because I think the world that she created with this was just amazing. Yes, please read this series if you haven't already. It's absolutely brilliant. My final book of the month is actually still my current read, and it is The Ring and the Crown. I always want to call it The Rose and the Crown, I don't know why, by Melissa de la Cruz. This is the one that is the only one in this series. She has since written the sequel to it, which is only in draft form, which is available, but apparently this book is written that it ties up anything and was kind of meant to be standalone but then turned into a series, but the second book has a cliffhanger, so I'm not going to bother reading the second one because I just kind of think it'll just rile me and annoy me. This is split between several people's point of views and it is really quite cool. I didn't actually realise there would be so many point of views. I just don't read the blurbs to thing, and I really should, because if I read the blurbs I'd known this, but I kind of like a surprise. It is kind of just how all these lives are intertwining. This is a really nice historical fiction fantasy book, and I have to say this book reminds me why I fell in love with her writing. When I read her series The Blue Blood Vampires, I really loved it. I love that she took the story of vampires and how she twined it with angels and demons, and she really made it her own, and you know, the world that they lived in was amazing. You know, the detail she goes into, and like in this case, because I love me some history, the historicalness of it all, you know, how obviously back then, you know, going out to like the London season and presenting yourself and, you know, having all the dresses to bag yourself a husband was, you know, the point of your life sort of thing if you were a girl. So for me, I really love this because I just find that element really cool, but it's got the element of magic in it, and it's got so many different point of views that it's switching from. It never really feels boring, but I'm actually really enjoying this book. I'm over halfway through, so I'll probably finish this within probably by the end of the week, I would have thought. I'll definitely get this done by, but I have to say I'm really enjoying it. I am really disappointed that she never got to pick this story up and go where she wanted with it being a series, but it is still a good standalone book so far. So those are my 3 reads of, I don't even know, May are we in? I don't know, for May, yeah. For June, I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm so confused. So going on to my next books, I'm not surprised actually that I only got 3 done whilst I was away. I sort of had a week off, so I didn't read very much. So I'm actually surprised I've gotten further into The Ring and the Crown. I didn't actually think I think I only managed to read for about an hour or so on one of the days whilst I was away, so that considering, I'm actually very impressed with how I did. So the next 3 books will be obviously finishing off that one and then some interesting different ones. The first book is a book that I have owned for so long, and it is Infinite Days by Rebecca Meisel. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I've had this like since I want to say my early teens, quite possibly. Definitely from 16-year-old. I can't remember the last time my uncle came over from Australia that wasn't for the funeral. And his girlfriend, partner, not wife, but basically bought me this. I saw it in Tesco's and I was like, this is really cool. The cover is just amazing. And yeah, so this was when, you know, vampires were very big and were very much a thing, and so I picked up this book. It actually does sound quite cool, and I kind of like this because it's going to be, okay, let's see what teenage Katie really liked, and let's see if teenage Katie will like this and whether adult will like this. So basically this is about a vampire who has been around for like 500 years and she wants to be human again. She would happily give it all up. She has been stuck as a 16-year-old and she wants to, you know, feel the sun. She wants to feel the grass beneath her feet. But I think it's going to be kind of the battle of her wanting her freedom and her mortality back against what her coven wants, who are like, no, we want our vampire queen back, we don't want that. So it does actually sound like a really interesting book. There are 3 of them, so I'm really hoping I enjoy these because they've been on my shelf for definitely over 10 years. I know that much because, yeah, I'm like 26 now, so definitely at least 10 years, and I'm really hoping that teenage Katie did not pick a bad book, because so far teenage Katie has, like, the books I've read that have been on my list forever and I've eventually now have read as an adult have worked out quite well. So I'm really hoping this isn't going to be a bad one. The next book I want to read, The Fellowship of the Ring. So I have read The Hobbit and now I'm ready to finally tackle The Lord of the Rings itself. I'm really looking forward to it. I really enjoyed The Hobbit. I got on with it better than I thought I would, which made me really happy because I'm just not the smartest tool in the shed, so I just didn't think it was going to be a book that would work well for me. So I'm really looking forward to just like getting to grips with this. I feel like I've picked quite a lot of long books, and the writing in this I've now just flicked through is so small. Yay, that's going to be fun on my train. I think I'm going to have to whip out my glasses for that because, yeah, that's going to definitely give me some eye strain. But I am really looking forward to finally tackling this. The final book I've picked, I'm so excited to read, The Beauty and the Beast, and this one is illustrated by the amazing House of Mina Lima. I am so excited. From the minute I saw that this book was a thing, I just could not get over it. It is so gorgeous, so amazing, so vintage looking, so beautiful, and it is, oh my god. Okay, so if anyone doesn't know about the House of Mina Lima, they are the amazing people who worked on Harry Potter, creating all like the posters you see, all the artwork. They are fantastic. They have a shop in London which has got lots of the things that then you can buy, like their posters and their artwork. It's that really kind of cool retro modern vibe to it, and this is what I love about this book. So this has lots of like interactive stuff, if I can find a bit for you. There we go. Okay, it's got like tracing paper in it. Oh my god, this is not going well. So yeah, it just has like lots of interactive bits that you can like pull out and read whilst like you're reading it. This is a really bad idea. There we go. Like in this case with The Beauty and the Beast, like this one looks really just like cool and vintage. It's got lots of fun stuff in it. I have seen the Little Mermaid one. That one is just full of like amazing bright colours. I just love everything about this. It's just so cool. I'm really looking forward to reading this. This is going to be an interesting one to read because I don't want this to get trashed in my bag going to and from work because it is so precious. I nearly cried when I opened this at Christmas because I was just so excited. But I'm really looking forward to read this because I've never read The Beauty and the Beast. Obviously I know like the story of it, you know, I'm not an idiot. But I'm looking forward to actually just reading the story because I'm guessing so much is going to be different, and that's what I'm really excited about. I really want to collect the other versions of the other books that they've done, the Jungle Book and it's Peter Pan. Even though I've already gotten with Peter Pan, I want it, but just because of reasons, okay? Because of House of Mina Lima, okay? That is it, guys. I feel like this has been a really quick one, and if so, yay. I'm kind of like on a time, like I'm kind of like, okay, I've got places to be, so I had to like really focus with this. I would love to know what you are going to be reading this month as well. Let me know what you think of the books I've chosen and my previous reads, of course. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up. It would mean lots to me, and don't forget, of course, comment below. Like I said, I'd like to hear you. If you're new, then hi, hello, welcome. If you want to become a subscriber, join me, join this weirdness. Also, just so you guys know, I got asked by the BookLikes people to submit some content for them because they do like a Follow Friday thing. I am really excited to do that. I have the questions. I'm going to try and get them answered tonight, so I'm really looking forward to that. So I just kind of thought I wanted to share something like really cool and nice. I will probably do a video on it actually with the questions itself, so I can maybe like talk about it more in detail. And yeah, I'm really actually excited to do that because it's not the type of thing I ever thought I would be asked to do. But yes, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.